Hi, it's Live with Lynn, and it is Friday. And I was thinking this morning, okay, it's Friday. We've had 4 days of videos, and now this is the fifth in the 21-day challenge that I'm doing. But I may just keep these because I really enjoy doing them, and it is good practice for me, for my coaching practice, and for some of the other things I do. To really do Facebook Lives, and at some point I will do interviews, and we will, certainly ask questions from you in terms of the topics you would like to talk about or hear us talk about. But today, since it is Friday, I was thinking, okay, why do we think Friday is so great? And because we have this enormous thought that Friday, hi Carla, is so wonderful. What does that do to the way we think about the other days in the week? Especially since the Friday connotation really starts with the, oh God, it's Monday. And it stems back from that Sunday night when we were kids, where it was a school night and the weekend was over, and we had this dread that we would be going to school on Monday and everything was over, our lives were over because, it was no more fun. We had to go back to school. So think about the fact that we have always, since we were kids, placed this positive energy on Friday and this very negative energy on Monday. And how that probably has affected the way we've enjoyed life throughout our years. So it's time to reframe Friday. Yeah, Friday's great because it's the first day of the weekend and we get to spend time with the people we love. But what does that frame of mind do to the way we look at every other day in the week? So it's time to reframe Friday. I'm going to keep saying it because it is. So let's talk about, before we can talk about Friday, let's talk about Monday. All right? So it starts with reframing Monday. That's where it has to start. And that starts Sunday night. Okay, I can remember not that long ago, well, actually pretty long ago now, that I had a job that I absolutely dreaded going to on Monday morning. Walking in that door caused my stomach to be in knots. Every Sunday night as we were driving back from Connecticut into New York City, I would just have this enormous sense of dread. That I was walking into a place that I really didn't like, that I was walking into a job I really didn't like, that I was walking into a job where my boss could explode at any moment. And basically what I decided to do was leave that job. So not everybody can be in a situation where they can just up and leave a job. So what does that mean? It means trying to make the best of the situation and not dwelling on the dread. Look for the positive aspects on that Monday. Being with people that you might really like to socialize with at work. Now, I'm sure there are some people that you like. Hey, Janet, some people you might not like, but some people you do. Make the most of it. Another positive thing to bring from a job is the fact that you're making a living. You're making a living to support yourself, to support the people who depend on you. And in this day and age where a lot of people find themselves out of work, if you've got a job to go to, be grateful for that. So be also grateful that you are able to do a job well. Take pride in the fact that you can do something and be proud of it. Make the most of it. Have a sense of ownership about the job you have. So all of a sudden, that doom and gloom that you felt on that Monday is that much better because you're being grateful for having a job. You're being grateful for providing a living for yourself or for the people who depend on you. You're taking pride in a job well done. Maybe you could take time out and mentor somebody that is just coming up the ranks, because mentorship is so not part of our corporate culture any longer. So all those things you can do to make the most of your job and really kind of get out of that whole Monday syndrome and take that whole attitude into the rest of the week. Now, some of you out there who are watching, not a lot of people are watching, but you'll watch the replay, might say, yeah, it's easy for you to say, Lynn, but what about the fact that I feel trapped in a job? Okay, that's valid. You might really hate what you do. Even with the steps that I've outlined, it might still be something that doesn't give you a lot of pleasure. That's okay, because there are times when, if that's the case, you can start making a path to finding something better. I have a very good friend who it took 4 years for her to get out of something that was making her miserable. But she worked toward having that happen. Once you turn on that switch in your mind that this isn't going to be forever, I'm finding a way out, and you make a conscious effort to find something better, that energy will switch. So take that idea into the rest of the week. That's how you're going to approach this. Now let's talk about Friday, and let's talk about Reframing Friday. So we've already talked about Monday, how you can try to get rid of that doom and gloom that connects to Monday. But let's talk about Friday and not think about Friday only in terms of it being the best day of the week. So you're going to up your positive energy on the Monday, and it's not that you're going to diminish it on a Friday, but you're going to put it in perspective. You're going to take all those things that you love about Friday and make a list. Make a list. And then that's your to-do list about trying to do those things the rest of the week. Because if we continue to place our mindset on the fact that Friday and the weekends are the only days of the week that are important, you literally have taken 25% of your life and said, this is more important than the rest of the 75%. Is that good? No. That's bad. That's just not great. You can't do that. You can't do that and expect to have a happy life. It's just not going to happen. So I know everything is connected to our job. We really kind of think that, or connected to school. Some people just don't like school. Other people love school. I hated school, hated it with a passion, because I had to follow rules that I didn't make. So, but I love the people I went to school with. Carl is one of them. So I think, and I love some of the teachers. I think that that was part of the reason that I didn't like school, is because, I went to Catholic school, and there's a rigidity inherent in that teaching. But I had a few nuns and some teachers that were gifted in terms of kind of allowing their students to be more of who they are rather than follow these rigid rules. So I think that can be, that can be something also that alters our thinking about this weekend being the only time in our lives that matters. Got to get out of that thinking, because it really just puts a damper on how we approach the rest of the week. So those are my thoughts on Reframe Friday. I'd love comments, and what do you guys think about the fact that, do you place all your emphasis on having fun on the weekends, or did you? before your current situation. I know Janet is in real estate, so she's working on the weekends probably, and Carla's in a situation where she's enjoying a different time in her life, so weekends might not have that importance. But I'd love to know how you really lived your life before real estate or before your retirement, with this emphasis on the weekends are the only time you really have any fun. So make that list, all the things you love about the weekend. See if you can incorporate them during the rest of the week. There's no reason why you can't see your friends during the week. There's no reason why you can't do some interesting things with your family during the week, and get out of this, Friday afternoon, Saturday, Sunday is, hi Tina, is the only thing that matters, because you're really, really not enjoying life to the fullest. And that's what we're here for. Hi, Karen. Oh, good to see you. We're not here to just enjoy the weekends, guys. We're here to enjoy all of it and make the best of all of it. So thanks for watching. I'll be here tomorrow and would love to see more of you on the calls. And please comment. Thanks, and have a good weekend.